Ladies and gentlemen, you appear to have caught me at a most inopportune moment. You see, Bertram and I were just having a shower. Well, I suppose I could just record the review here. Very good. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Obsessive Compulsive Gaming. I am the one and only Obsessive Compulsive Gamer. My very wet companion here is my manservant Bertram, and this is my review for Remothered, Broken Porcelain. Remothered Broken Porcelain was released for the PlayStation 4 exactly 33.5 hours ago. It is, unsurprisingly, the sequel to Remothered Tormented Fathers, which released, I think about a year ago, maybe 2 years ago. And it was received with such tremendous critical bashing that clearly the makers of the game decided, let's take that game, which was already pretty awful, and let's just make it 10 times fucking worse. So, if you were expecting a nice, clean review where I park my bike figuratively into the developer's buttocks of this game, then you would be sadly mistaken, my dear viewers. Remothered Broken Porcelain is by far one of the most infuriating video games I have ever played in my 34 years on this dreadful planet. Remothered Broken Porcelain isn't just broken, it's smashed into smithereens. This game is so buggy and glitched early on, including infuriating slowdown, that I actually debated killing myself. Oh, and not in a nice way, like throwing myself into a lake or hanging myself at Disney World. No, in a horrible, disgusting way. Like cutting my throat with a Justin Bieber CD or a DVD of Sex and the City. And you might be saying to yourself, oh, O.C.G, well, if the game was that bad early on, then why did you continue to play it, my fine man? And I tell you, viewer with the Cockney accent, the reason that I continue to play this game is because I have a penchant for sadism. And if you don't know what the word penchant means, then I'm with you on that, my friends. Sadistic streak in me made me finish this game so that I could make my review as profanity infused as possible. Let's start with the graphics, shall we? I have seen more attractive graphics at a fucking Quasimodo lookalike competition. The controls! I've seen better controls in a fricking drunk driver! What about the mechanics of the game? What about the tutorials in the game? Surely they can't be that bad, right? Wrong! The game expects you to know everything about the game without actually telling you, making you figure it out for yourself. How to evade, hide, go into cover. It is utter bollocks. It will be like asking Stevie Wonder to send a fucking text. More meat in here than Ron Jeremy's fucking trunks. Don't even get me started on the story, ladies and gentlemen. I could not for the life of me tell you anything that was going on in this blasted game. If you thought the first game, with, cross-dressing old men, journalists who aren't really journalists, missing children, a big fucking red, horny, angry nun was complicated, and you've not seen anything yet, I highly recommend that if you choose to play this game, and that's a big if, with a capital I and a capital freaking F, just disregard the story completely or look up Wikipedia. Not to mention that the game is constantly jumping about timelines, going back, it's a prequel, then it's a sequel, then we're in the 70s, then we're fricking World War II. Not quite as bad as that. But the game jumps around more than an epileptic or a child that's had too much Red Bull and fucking Skittles. Quite right that they call this a horror game, ladies and gentlemen, because it was a fucking horror to play it, that I can tell you. So what have we established here? Unattractive graphics, bad gameplay, unimaginably terrible story. So, can I give you any positives for the game? Well, I can tell you that after struggling through the game last night, wherein my save file was corrupted and I had to start the bloody thing over again, and suffering through multiple crashes of the game, I can tell you, ladies and gentlemen, that eventually I did get to the end. And that, by far, is the best quality of Remothered Broken Porcelain. So in a nutshell, this game is a bigger mess than Donald Trump's fricking toupee. So no, I do not recommend it. I'm going to give Remothered Broken Porcelain a 3.5.7.2.1 out of 10. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, my review for Remothered Broken Porcelain. If you've enjoyed this review, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't enjoy it, give me a thumbs down. Please feel free to leave some abuse for me in my comments section. And as always, stay obsessed with gaming. Now, Bertram, do my back, please. There's a good chap.